Zero zoom and -2 compensation exposure. I turned down the light because I wanted to show that, you know, these flat earthers say that the sun diminishes and it gets less bright, and it kind of vanishes within its own reflection. And I want to just show that that ain't so. It just don't happen that way. And as this sun gets closer to that horizontal curve, you'll see you'll see how that light will shine up that whole top surface of the water. And if you look real carefully, you will see a curve in that. But you got to look real hard, because that curve is really hard to spot. And if you draw a line on it, the line covers up that curve all the time. And that's what these flat earthers always do. They're always putting this big fat line across the screen and hide that curve. But, you know, they also say that the sun gets smaller and smaller as it goes to that horizontal curve. And then, you know, it kind of diminishes out and it gets smaller and smaller, and then it fades away into its own reflection. Well, we're going to show that that just doesn't happen. And as you watch this, you'll start noticing as the sun gets closer, see how it starts lighting up that horizontal curve some more. I mean, they do call it horizontal curve, you know. I mean, that's science for you. I mean, you got to take into consideration that you're only looking at a tiny little piece of that horizon. I mean, that might be a mile or so in there. That ain't no couple of 20 miles or 10 miles or nothing like that. Because when these boats come up close, they go right by the screen real fast. You know, and them boats that are farther out there, you can't see them because they're done gone over the curve. So now that you start seeing that horizontal curve light up a little bit out there, see that flashing? That flashing, that's that magnification that they're saying that occurs. The sun's getting magnified and it flashes as it gets magnified. But it ain't getting magnified. It's just getting brighter and dimmer and brighter and dimmer. That's just like somebody using a dimmer light switch, you know. That's just natural. It just does that automatically, all by itself. It's like an automatic dimmer switch. And, you know, this little line that you see above that water line, they're always saying that's a mirror line, and that causes a mirroring mirage. Now, I just watched another debunker use a checkerboard, which is excellent because it doesn't have any shine to it really much at all, and it doesn't represent the horizon quite the same, but it worked really good because it didn't show anything dropping off the curb like buildings looking like they're getting cut off, and it was perfect visibility too, by the way, perfect visibility. So, you know, when we're doing these sunsets and you know, zooming out on the horizon and we see these buildings being cut off, it ain't usually perfect visibility, but it's good enough to show that, hell, it's obvious that there's a curve out there. But, you know, all these flatheads, these flat tards, they need to go over to the Globe Smacker channel, man. He'll slap your head so hard. He's got this new triple smack. Hit triple smack, you make your head spin just like the earth and wake your ass up and turn you back into a glober. So you got to go check his channel out. It's Nick Havoc. One of them. Actually, it's Nick Nebula. He changed his name to Nick Nebula. But watch this sun now. You're going to tell me that this sun is just fading away and getting smaller inside of its own reflection? You guys are blind. Wake up and smell the coffee beans. You know, that just ain't happening here. You ain't that's just an illusion right there that just happened right there. So like, subscribe, and share my good old globe proof videos. Thanks a lot for watching.